so we are back again to the same amazing podcast with so many network issues. So welcome back again for the second time to George's Trip in the Dipping, where we peel back the layers of racing, virtual or real. There's a reason why I said virtual or real. So heading back to the intro, today we are joined by a very special guy, a Franco-Italian phenomenon who's turned sim racing into a serious career piece. And we talk about sim racing and esport a lot these days. And he can be one of the people actually can talk about it as well. From feed racing to Ferrari esports and a sim racing world champion. We'll explore cockpit realities, mental resilience, high stakes performance, and what lies beyond the digital checkered flag. How are you, Nicholas?
I'm very good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for actually, bearing this whole network issue.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
So tell us, first of all, who is Nicholas?
Nicholas is someone who always loved motorsport growing up. His dad used to watch. Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it. It's going to be very fun.
Yeah, I used to watch motorsport growing up. It's not actually what I wanted to do in my life. I wanted to become a basketball NBA player growing up, but actually changed paths towards 2018, where I found out about F1 Esports, the first season that happened in Abu Dhabi, and since then that looked very cool to me, and I decided that I wanted to drive the game and just see what I could do for fun. And then a year later, I ended up becoming really quickly and then qualifying and winning the F1 Pro Draft, and that got me picked up by Red Bull in 2019 as my first season. So since then, it's been my full-time job and career so far.
So you made your first IRL attempt at feed racing in 2021. What was it like transitioning from sim rigs to an actual cockpit?
Well, obviously, it's the best feeling to finally drive a car of that type. Obviously, a Formula 4, it's not quite a Formula 1, but it's still very, very quick. It's not many people get to sit in one of those in their lifetimes, and it's truly an experience that I just wanted to have in my life, because obviously I never grew up in cars. It's super expensive to do karting and stuff like that, so it's not accessible to many people, and even though I knew it wouldn't really bring me much to my career at this point, I just wanted to have this kind of experience and see what it would feel like. And I felt pretty comfortable, to be honest. I just enjoyed my time there. Obviously, the main priority was not to crash and have a lot of repairs, but just enjoyed my time there.
I mean, everyone is going through that. I mean, even the Formula One racers always try to kiss the wall all the time. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You helped Ferrari secure the 2024 Constructors win and runners-up in 2025. What's your secret to teamwork in a virtual environment?
I don't know if it's a secret, but honestly, it's just how you communicate with one another, how you work together. Just actually we were really good friends with my team. I think that is one of the main reasons why we worked so well together. Everyone knew it on the grid that we were the best chemistry pair, and that is why I think it gave us an advantage during the races, working together and getting those results, because not many teams have done that before. So yeah.
I mean, let's jump into the earning spotlights. We know when it comes to Formula One, it's a lot of money, but we never see the side of sim racing. So you've earned over $130K in prize money across multiple seasons. How do you balance financial pressure with performance expectations?
And I would always take these numbers with a grain of salt. There's many things being said on the internet, but obviously I have made a living so far. This is my full-time job, so it is based on my performance. If I do well, I will get paid well, and if I do bad, I'll be out of the series at some point. So if I want to do this full time, I need to make sure that I'm always at the top, because some people make it and some people don't. And yeah, you see the top 10 drivers are usually the same ones, because I think it's the people that put in the most amount of work and dedication into it. And some people do it for fun as a hobby. Some people do it because they actually love like having this job. So yeah, I think I fall into that category a bit more than the others. So that's why I'm still here, and hopefully here for a few more years.
So, in your view, is success in esports? Is success in esports more about your setup, simulator tech, or raw mental skill?
I think it's more the raw skill. There's many ways of reaching this kind of level. You don't need the best equipment. Of course, it helps with maybe consistency and learning the feeling of the car. But you can reach the same level with different peripherals. I have tried myself as well. Obviously, it's maybe less enjoyable when you have something more entry level than when you have some like a really proper sim rig. Obviously, it's way more fun and how do you call it, like immersive. But yeah, it's definitely more skill, and honestly, just the mental strength that you have. Because if you really got to put so many hours in, it's more than people think.
So, this is an extra question that I am very curious about asking. So, I have never tried out a sim racing rig like an actual one. And recently, I sent one of my friends to try out the actual sim racing rigs, Simply Racing in UK, in Milton Keynes. And he was telling me he almost threw up. Is it that hard?
Honestly, I think it depends. I think if you have motion sickness, maybe. But I think for us drivers that are just so like naturally into it, we don't really feel. I don't know. I don't really think about the moving side of things, because obviously our simulator doesn't move. It would just be annoying having that movement for 6 to 8 hours a day. It's just not going to be good for your back or for anything. So we have it stable. But I have driven the really proper ones and the moving ones, and it is tiring. When you do a full day of testing, I come out of that place sweaty and very, very tired. So yeah.
So even for sim racers, endurance and fitness matters.
Yes, absolutely it does.
So who's been your biggest mentor in sim racing, and how have they shaped your development?
I wouldn't say I have a mentor in sim racing specifically, but I've always followed Lewis since I can remember, since I was a child, and I've always looked up to him and wanted to be and reach the same things as him. Obviously, not in an actual F1, because that is, or circumstances are not like that. But just I'd say him and myself always pushing to be better, because I hate losing, and I always want to be faster than the opponent. So I think that yeah, just having Lewis growing up and my competitiveness together, that's what keeps me going.
I mean, you can be the god in sim racing arena, definitely. So you have that opportunity. And also, you're in Ferrari. Have you ever had the opportunity of actually meeting him in person?
Well, no, actually, I have left Ferrari a few weeks ago. If you guys saw, I spent 2 years with them, and unfortunately, Lewis came to Ferrari just as I left, so the timing wasn't very good. But hopefully,
Oh my
I'll meet him in
God.
the future. But I think hopefully I'll meet him in the future for sure. Yeah, I wish I did, but I'm sure I'll meet him, because I do attend quite a few F1 races, maybe once or twice a year. So, yeah, the time will come.
Definitely, definitely. When the time comes, you can go ahead and tell him straight away, "Hello, you're the god on the track. I'm the god on the sim rigs."
Yeah, exactly.
So, after driving Ferrari's real S424 simulator in Maranello, did you notice differences compared to the home setup?
I mean, yeah, of course, it's almost like a different universe, because purely mainly from the G-force side, like the moving side, It's made to resemble the F1 car as much as possible. So if it doesn't, it's just pointless for them to even use it. So that's what I was talking about. After a full day of testing in the simulator, it's extremely like hard on your back, on your legs, on your arms. Like to push that brake pedal is not like the sim, because on the sim obviously you can choose how heavy you want the brake to be, and since you play for 6-8 hours a day, it's not going to be that heavy. But this one, you really got to smash it in. So that is the main difference: the moving and the pedals feeling extremely heavy and just quality almost. I don't know how to explain it, but in terms of feeling of the car, it's actually getting there. It's getting very similar. Honestly, I didn't feel uncomfortable straight out of on track and started doing laps. So. Maybe the first lap I had a spin on in the first corner, but after that it was all good.
Okay, so Nico, in a sport dominated by milliseconds, you talk about the whole sweating part while doing the simulator at Maranello. How do you deal with the pressure and potential burnouts?
I guess that is the $1,000,000 question. I think that's what's going to win you or get you in the fight for the championship, because the mental strain that you get and the physical strain after training for 6-7 months just for one quali lap, it's undescribable almost. Like we reach 180 beats per minute more even without moving. So I don't know. I don't think somebody's really experienced that before, where you're just sat there, but you are sweating buckets. It's very, very stressful, but you just have to make sure you always feel good when you're driving, when you're practicing. Do not force something that you don't feel like doing. If you treat it too much like a 9 to 5 job, in my personal experience, maybe it doesn't work too well. I just like to get on and work when I feel like driving, and if I have ideas in my head, then I hop on and try them. Otherwise, if it feels like a chore, then it's not right. So yeah.
So let's ask you a very hypothetical, probably a realistic question. What's next after sim racing? Are you aiming for more real world races or even formula categories?
Honestly, I'm kind of in the middle of deciding this. I'm kind of like thinking about my future as well. I would love to be part of sim racing in some way, because obviously I love the esports side of gaming in general and the motorsport in the real world. So those two combined is the perfect combination. I'd love to be involved, but I'd love to do some races in real life. Like in my bucket list, I would have Le Mans 24 hours. That would be one of the races that I really like to race in on this whilst I'm on Earth. That is for sure my main objective. But yeah, I will decide what I'm going to do in the future. But it's definitely going to be involved with motorsport always, because it's just a passion, and it's just, if you like it, it's easy to work in. And I'm getting a lot of experience. I'm meeting a lot of people. Connections are always getting more and more due to the fact that we are part of these huge F1 teams. So I'm always going to be grateful to them. So yeah.
Okay, so you stated sim racing demands real preparations, and you've explained what sort of things that you do, like training for 6 to 7 to 8 months just to put up a good quali lap. So, how do you argue its legitimacy as a motorsport? Because some people might say, majority of the people, sometimes they do say, oh, it's just a video game, it's not like the real cars. But we actually understand that it's it's not easy. I mean, the actual drivers also get into a simulator just to get that experience and get into before getting into the real cars.
Yeah. Of course, to an outsider who doesn't really know anything, would look at it and say they're just playing a game, driving around in a circle. Um, I can't blame them, because on the outside you don't know what goes behind the scenes and what we do to make it look like we do. So like when you see us drive a lap, to you looks normal. To us, to do exactly that line with that much speed, it took months to perfect, and it's not something you see with the naked eye, because like a second of difference in a lap, it's already hard to see on the naked eye. So imagine seeing the hundreds, like even tenths of a second. It's almost impossible to see. So when people actually, when I see rookies come into the scene and they're all like hyped up that they are finally getting a chance to drive, and then they realize how much time is actually put behind all these things, it can get quite overwhelming, and you feel like you must have completed or tried everything during these 6-7 months, but every day you just come up with something new that you have to try and to see if you can find some time. It's just a never-ending story. We all we think is how can we go quicker, and I'm not even saying while we're driving, while we're working, even when I'm taking a shower or when I'm on a walk or I'm going grocery shopping. Sometimes in the back of my head I'm thinking like, what could I try? What could I do? It's sometimes not healthy, but it is the reality. And I think that's what helps us push non-stop.
So that's it for the serious questions. I have a couple of very fun questions for you. So, if you're ready, then I can ask you the first question.
Ready.
Okay. If you were to name a sandwich, what would you call it and what would be in it?
If you had to name a sandwich, well, I would have to say Longuet, because I've been called many times Longuet, and it's kind of like my like one of my nicknames, because this name originates from an overtake I did in Zandvoort on the Parabolica turn. Like, so they said he took the long way around, so it was a pretty funny story. But what I would put in it, I'm a big fan of tomatoes, so there would have to be tomatoes, and I'm a big meat lover, but I don't know. I would put roast beef, tomatoes, some salad, and I don't know what kind of sauce I could put. Maybe some mayo sauce, or I'm not like, too into like crazy sauces, I'd say. So yeah.
Some garlic mayo would do well.
Oh, also that, yeah, true.
Okay, so are you a person who would say yes to pineapple on pizza?
I've been asked this many times actually, and I've always said no, because as an Italian, I'm not forced to say no, but I kind of feel like I have to say no. But I have never tried it, and I am curious to try what it would be like. So I say no, but I will try it one day.
You know what, Nico? I will buy you one so you can actually try it.
Oh, so
You
you're
can
a
just
so you're a yes person.
tell the people, tell all the Italians and people who actually hate it, saying that I forced you to eat. I will buy it. Take that blame and I will feed you that.
Okay, that sounds good. So I'm in the clear.
So, one you would want forever to delete from the sport. What would it be? Something that you would
Which
want
round?
or delete from the sport.
Oh, like in general, anything?
Something that you really hate and that you wish that it does not exist in the sport.
I think every motorsport fan will agree with me here. I'm gonna say dirty air. um, oh, I don't know if you heard me. Sorry, I cut a bit because I'm in a tunnel. But yeah, dirty air.
Okay. So, everybody who's listening to this, is join me on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Yeah, you cut.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, when people are just not straight to the point, like when I give them like a plan or an idea, and they say, yeah, maybe this, that, I'll see, and then they wait until the last second to then just say no, even though they knew they were gonna say no the whole time. I don't care if you say no, just say it to me so I can plan different things. Yeah.
Oh my God. You know what? I agree with you on that 1,000 times because it's either yes or no. You can just say it without
Exactly.
bringing alone and
Yeah.
waste their time and our time and the energy and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question is, what's your guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure. Never really thought about this one. Um, I guess I could. You could just. I think many people have this. They just don't admit it. You just when you're driving, sometimes you listen to white girl music. Like
Yeah, I think everyone does that.
they're not bad songs. Sometimes I like to listen to them. I would say that. Yeah. So like some songs are considered like yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think every.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, it cut. Someone oh,
Yeah, my
oh, you're back.
yeah, I'm back. I keep on vanishing off, and I should actually sue my networkers at this point. Okay,
Good idea.
so
Yeah.
so thank you so much, Nico, actually, to take the time and joining us while actually traveling to Hungary on the way. Um, really appreciate it.
No
That's
worries.
a wrap. Another that's like a brilliant episode for us also because it gives a lot of information about the sim racing industry. And I always tell a lot of people whenever I meet them or talk with them or when I pitch ideas for the projects and stuff that I do in the UK and also in Sri Lanka. When it comes to sim racing, it's a whole industry. It's a huge industry that connects
Yeah.
so many factors. It's not just about having one person doing a video game. It actually takes a lot of efforts. The engineering factors, the media factors, the trainings, everything goes in, and it's not easy. It's not everybody's cup of tea. So, just like you said, some make it, some don't. And you are one of those lucky people who actually made it. And really
Yeah.
happy to actually connect with you and listen to the side of your story. If you have anything left to say to all the listeners, do say so and do tell everybody who's listening what your social media handles are so that they can give you a follow as well.
All right. Well, I just wanted to say, like, I'm very happy to do these sort of things with people like you because it just brings more visibility to sim racing in general. So it helps us, it helps everyone to just grow it even more and more. Since everyone involved loves it so much, we know it can be even bigger. It's really new it's a really new thing. It only started not even 10 years ago. So, yeah, the growth has been crazy good. And that is why I'm more than happy to do these sorts of interviews and sharing all my experiences. Hopefully, people enjoyed listening to it. Yeah, I'll just say my Instagram is just Nico Longuet, basically my name. If you guys want to follow, check it out. I post everything about my career, to be honest. Also, I post a lot of my actual racing and sim racing leagues and competitions. So you guys can check those out, and they're very fun and extremely competitive. So if you like that sort of stuff, you can check it out. But yeah, otherwise that's it for me. Thank you very much. It's been
Thank
a
you
pleasure.
so much for joining us today. And if you love this ride, hit subscribe, leave a review, and share it with that friend who thinks gaming and motorsports can't mix because just now we proved that it can, and it should, and it will.
Yeah,
So stay
absolutely.
curious, stay fast, and until next time, keep stripping the dip.